Hello there and welcome to a brand new series where I am attempting to win the Premier League with PRIME Steven Gerrard at Liverpool. I'll be attempting to get more goals and assists across all competitions than Steven Gerrard did in the 2008-2009 league campaign, where he registered 25 goals and 16 assists in all competitions. Steven Gerrard finished second in the Premier League that season, so my main goal is to win the Premier League, win the Champions League, and win the FA Cup or the League Cup, completing a treble. Of course, the quadruple would be preferable, but I'll set my eyes just on a treble just for just now. I've overhauled the squads to add in some noteworthy names from the past, including the likes of Fernando Torres, Michael Owen and Steven Gerrard at Liverpool, Didier Drogba and Frank Lampard at Chelsea, and Michael Carrick, Rio Ferdinand and Paul Scholes at Manchester United, while a select number of other European clubs have some huge names reintroduced to their starting 11s. This is a mod I have downloaded from Nexus Mods and Community. The link is in the description. Please feel free to download this. Now, while my main goal is to win the treble and record more goals and assists, I am also looking to play in each game throughout the season across all club competitions, barring any friendlies that are played in the summer or international games, as I am only interested in the league campaign and of course all of the club competitions that we can participate in this season. Doing all of this while propelling Steven Gerrard to the grandest of heights as a Premier League winner, which he of course missed out on so many occasions during his playing career. My goal here is just to try and just get the training sessions done as comfortably as possible, trying to get his stats up as quick as possible. Just to keep a sense of realism in this player career mode, I will only be doing training sessions once a month, just so that I don't increase his overall in stats too much to a sense where it's unrealistic. He is in the game 22 years of age and a base overall of 86 rated, with very decent stats across attacking, defending, dribbling, and his pace as well is all fairly decent. So I am only looking to do a training session once a month, just so I don't boost those stats too high. Now of course these training sessions are very difficult because I am in a prime Liverpool team with a host of players from different eras that will surely help us to win the Premier League in our one and only attempt. We have Alisson and Dudek in goals, and the back four is basically the same. We don't have Jamie Carragher or anyone like that. It's just Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and there may be a few signings that we make throughout the season to boost those defensive positions. Now I'm just looking here at our first few games and also some of the transfer window dealings that have happened. I see that Bertrand Traore is signed from Aston Villa to Leicester City, Manchester United are splashing the cash on a left back, and Arsenal have introduced a new signing. And then I can see here that Liverpool have made their first signing of the season, signing Lilian Thuram from Monaco for £53 million, while also signing Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Manchester United, which is very interesting given their rivalry. Our first game of the season is the FA Community Shield, where we will be playing Manchester City, and our first league game of the campaign is against Manchester United. You can see the starting 11 there has Fernando Torres up front, and the Manchester City team also has some old players in there as well, such as Sergio Aguero and Yaya Toure. There is the fantastic Steven Gerrard Tifo in his first game back at Liverpool, already being recognised as a great club legend from the Liverpool supporters. There he is, Steven Gerrard walking out in the club tracksuit as well, fantastic. And this game gets started with Steven Gerrard being deployed in the centre defensive midfield role, which will be very difficult for me to register those 25 goals and 16 assists across all competitions from such a deep role. Now here I've managed to burst down the wing here, and I'm looking inside the box to see if Fernando Torres is making a trademark run, but the centre back just gets it away just in time while I'm having to run back to my centre defensive midfield position. And the corner's getting whipped in by David Silva, who's another player of course who used to play for Manchester City, added back into the team. And I do feel that Manchester City are going to be one of our biggest competitors going for the league. Mohamed Salah on the wind up against Gal Clichy. Played into Steven Gerrard, who manages to have a shot on goal, and it's just blocked. With a follow-up from Fernando Torres, it's also blocked, saved by Ederson. Mohamed Salah goes strong goal, and here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and he manages to drill it into the bottom left corner with our first goal in the Steven Gerrard era at Liverpool, scored by Manchester Well, former Manchester United right back Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's great build play. I don't think I got involved too much as Steven Gerrard in that, but I'll take a 1-0 lead against Manchester City any day. Here's the Manchester City coming again. Gerrard sent for an absolute taxi there, and Kevin De Bruyne manages to place that expertly into the top corner. Steven Gerrard trying all he can there at centre defensive midfield, but just not enough to stop Kevin De Bruyne from firing a rocket into the top corner, which unfortunately makes this game 1-0, and it's really not a great start to Steven Gerrard's time back at Liverpool, where they're already being pegged back by Manchester City in the Community Shield. Of course, it's not a major trophy that we really want to win, but it will definitely get us off to a great start for the season. Here Steven Gerrard rampaging through the Manchester City midfield. He gets the ball back from Luis Diaz. He's looking for Torres again, but can't find him. And Mohamed Salah there at the far post, forcing Ederson into a great save. Now Steven Gerrard's going to place this corner into the box. Let's see if he can do anything here. It's cleared away by the Manchester City defence, and I think that was signal for half time in the FA Community Shield. Steven Gerrard donning the captain's armband there, which is fantastic in his first game back at Liverpool, already being recognised as the great club legend that he is with the captain's armband. Here's Manchester City coming back again, and the defender takes a very unnecessary swipe at the Manchester City forward there, putting them in a very good position to maybe score from this direct free kick. And they do score from the free kick. It's in off the post into the top corner, and it is scored by Yaya Toure, who's always devastating from free kicks from that range when he did play for Manchester City. Jurgen Klopp's pushing me up the field here. I'm in a right centre midfield position now, so hopefully I can get forward and get some of those goals. I get played in from Fernando Torres, and Steven Gerrard buries it into the bottom corner at Wembley Stadium in the FA Community Shield, putting 1 goal on his tally for the season, which is a great start in our first game. 0.33 expected goal from there. Jurgen Klopp's very happy on the touchline. Hopefully now we can get back into this game. Manchester City come back here again with Gundogan. The fullback's nowhere near to be seen, and he places the ball into the box, and who is that? Is that Virgil van Dijk? Clumsily knocks the ball into the net with an own goal 7 minutes from full time, and Steven Gerrard really has it all to do now. The Liverpool man is going to have to drag this team forward to try and get a goal back to salvage something from this FA Community Shield game. Steven Gerrard breaks up play nicely there. Running through on goal again. Can he get a shot away? Blocked by a defender. Oh, and the follow-up shot is also blocked by the defender. Ederson catches the ball. Manchester City play a huge ball forward. Phil Foden carries it forward through to Gundogan, and the defence is nowhere to be seen. Gundogan buries the goal and makes it 4-2 to Manchester City. Pep Guardiola leading the celebrations, and Manchester City go absolutely crazy in that corner where the Liverpool supporters are. It's really not a great start to our season, and hopefully this does not derail our momentum. And that is full time. Steven Gerrard loses his first game back in a Liverpool shirt to Manchester City in the FA Community Shield. 4-2 is the final score there, and you can't help but be disappointed. There he is, looking very upset with Thiago, while Manchester City, Kevin De Bruyne lifts the Community Shield. Kyle Walker looking very happy, and the players all celebrate together in the centre pitch while Steven Gerrard walks back to the changing rooms. You can see there, Steven Gerrard is the player of the match, recording 21 passes, 23 dribbles, and 4 tackles across the game, while of course including his goal that he scored. And Steven Gerrard does look very upset. Fernando Torres surely could have done better in that game, and so could have the defence. Let's look at some of the transfer signings happening around the country. See that Liverpool have signed another right back, Dani Carvajal from Real Madrid, while FC Barcelona complete Ricardo Pereira as their signing. And you can see there Ronaldinho, Messi, Puyol are back in the FC Barcelona team, and our first league game of the season is a fantastic Northwest Derby game against Manchester United. Should be an absolutely cracking game, and you'd have to think with Manchester United's team hosting the likes of Paul Scholes, Carlos Tevez, Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic, that they should really be challenging for the league title alongside Liverpool and Manchester City. But the first league game of the season is underway. It's coming up at Anfield, and the game is going to be getting underway with a fantastic tifo display for Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson. And it looks like as well Steven Gerrard has kept the captain's armband for the league campaign, and we are underway at Anfield. Steven Gerrard picks up the ball in midfield, making a great interception, gets it back again, does a nice ball roll past Paul Scholes, gets past him again, aims a shot for the top corner, and Van der Sar tips it behind the goal for a corner. Fantastic shot from Steven Gerrard there. Let's see if a Liverpool player can get onto the end of this. It comes back out to Steven Gerrard. He might look to whip it in again, he does. All the way to the back post. Oh, and it's very nearly a first goal there for Liverpool. Now Manchester United come through with Paul Scholes having a shot saved from the edge of the box by Alisson. Steven Gerrard's coming down the wing. A fantastic cross in, but Van der Sar is equal to it and catches the ball. And the referee blows for half time there. Not a lot to show in that half. Steven Gerrard doing what he can to bring the team forward and try and drag them along to a victory against Manchester United. And the second half is underway. Let's see if Steven Gerrard can do anything in this half to try and salvage this game for Liverpool. Manchester United already having a shot on goal, and Liverpool clear with Steven Gerrard breaking away, playing it out wide to Mohamed Salah. Now it comes to Steven Gerrard at the edge of the box. He plays it back into Torres, who is offside. Surely if he was onside there, he would have gotten the goal. Now Steven Gerrard gets the ball back at the edge of the box, plays a nice 1-2 with Torres, and forces a great save from Van der Sar, keeping the score at 0-0. Steven Gerrard picks up the ball again in midfield. He's looking to go out onto the wing, and he gets past Patrice Evra. He's rampaging into the box, plays it into the Liverpool player, but they squander possession very cheaply there and lose the ball. Now Liverpool pick up the ball again in midfield, play it forward to Fernando Torres, who forces a great save. Gerrard inside the box with a half volley, but can't force anything spectacular from Edwin van der Sar, and that is full time in the first league game of the season. It finishes Liverpool 0, Manchester United 0. Steven Gerrard looking very disappointed, walking off the pitch with the captain's armband, having a conversation there with Dirk Kuyt. And again, Steven Gerrard, player of the match for Liverpool, recording 24 passes, 25 dribbles and 5 tackles, 3 shots on goal. There he is there with the player of the match trophy in the Liverpool changing room, but does not look too impressed with what happened. Some of the top scorers in the league there, you see Alan Shearer there, some other notable names, Robbie Keane, Joe Cole for West Ham, Freddie Lundberg, and Liverpool finished the first game in 8th place. So we finished the episode off after a double header against the Manchester clubs with 1 goal for Steven Gerrard. The next episode we will get further into the league campaign as well as beginning our journey to League Cup and Champions League success. Thank you for watching and stay tuned until the next episode. Bye bye.